Hey guys, welcome back to Aisha's Book Corner. Oh my gosh, did you know I think it can also be ABC? That's a funny name. How have you all been? I've been very busy with school, studies, all of those things, but I really wanted to catch up with you, my lovely audience. Okay, so today we have another book review of The Adventures of Tintin. The book we are going to be reviewing today is, let's do Tintin in America. Good old days, ain't it? Okay, as you can see, sadly, we don't have one of my favorite characters, Captain Haddock and Professor Calculus. All we have is good old Tintin and Snowy. Okay, so as always, we have to start off with a trivia. Oh, the trivia could be find out who is the main villain in this story. So, okay, let's get started with the reviewing. It starts off with Tintin coming from Europe all the way to America, Chicago. He expects a nice, wonderful, delightful holiday. Yeah, poor Tintin doesn't know what's coming up for him. So then what happens is that some terrible people want to try and kick him out of the country. And how do I know that? Well, this is how. So as you can see in this page, right here you can see a bunch of people, and there's a boss saying, "Get rid of Tintin, and I don't want him to step in even one single step in Chicago." And then in the middle of the book we have some Bobby Smiles who is telling the Indians to attack Tintin because he's saying that he's a terrible person and he's a threat to them. So then they actually do attack him. People sometimes. So as you can see, we have a bunch of Indians here, and we have Tintin, confused it seems like, and the Indian shouting at him. And a funny line he says, "What's all this? It's an odd way to welcome a stranger." Well, I do agree with them, that is quite odd. But flick to page, I think it was 44. If we go, yeah, it's 44. If you go to 44, we see this box with fragile things, and you probably think it's like a very nice pot or something like that can break the second you put it on the ground. But you wouldn't expect this. It's a Bobby Smile, that's his own. Brought to the police station. I'm surprised by his face there. So the rest of the book, you're gonna have to read by yourself, because what's the point of the review then? Okay, so my opinion for this book is I really liked it. You have to be patient with reading this book, because if you think it's gonna be over in just a quick second, no, you're gonna have to wait a bit. I would rate this book out of 5 stars. I would rate this book a 4.5. Why not a 5, you may ask? Because sometimes in the book, it doesn't give you that feeling where you're gonna imagine it in your mind and thinking that this is gonna happen in like cartoon version, like video version. You don't think that in some parts of the book. You just think that it's a normal comic book. You can see the pages. You can't imagine it like actually being real animated in your mind. But it's actually really good for all the action, comedy, humor, all those things. Yeah, that's why I rated it a 4.5. Okay, time to answer the trivia. Okay, so well done if you got this correct. I guess it's a bit harder than the first trivia. The main villain of this book is, drumroll please, Bobby Smiles. The reason Bobby Smiles is a villain, because as I showed you again on page 21, You saw an attack coming when Tintin was on his horse. And I told you that Bobby Smiles was the one who warned the Indians about it. As you can see. Mighty Second, I come to warn you. A young white warrior is riding this way. His heart is full of hate and his tongue is forked. Beware of him, for he seeks to steal the hunting grounds of the noble Blackfeet. I have spoken. The young white warrior he's talking about is Tintin. Something I love is how Tintin always escapes everything that happens. It's very amazing how the author Hergé actually makes this happen. So that's all for today. Please like and subscribe and comment down below which Tintin book I should read next. Thanks!